149. Let's see if the Lions can keep the party going here at the Levian Gymnasium. Danny Fongaro, senior from New Jersey, taking on Victor Voinovich, redshirt freshman from Ohio.
And Columbia's making it a battle early here. Bonus points are hard to come by at this level. You get a fall versus a ranked guy. Very impressive. Put your team in a great spot, up 9-3 here, heading into 149.
Voinovich 8-3 this year. Fongaro 12-7.
Fongaro fighting hard, but getting taken down there by Victor Voinovich.
Voinovich, you were there.
Voinovich.
You almost had it. No, you're good, man. So early on, Voinovich with the early start. Second in the Southern Scuffle a few weeks ago. 4-2 in dual meets this year. Redshirted last year, so truly his first year in the lineup as Fongaro gets that escape and trims the gap.
Voinovich from Ohio as well. Back-to-back Ohio boys in Casimir and him coming up. Wonder if they knew each other growing up. Voinovich a lot younger, though. Almost the whole 4 years, maybe 5 years. It's probably not.
Yeah, so his second year at Oklahoma State, so a few years difference between the two. And Ohio, just like a Pennsylvania, another great wrestling state, a lot of talent coming out of there. And Oklahoma State surely recruits the state of Oklahoma awfully well, and a lot of areas in that area of the country, but they also do clean up in the Ohio's, the Pennsylvanias, the New Jerseys, so on and so forth.
Definitely. I think they just go after the best guys. John Smith sat in my kitchen one time long ago trying to pitch the Cowboys to me and my family, and great experience. I don't know if he really enjoyed my mom's penne vodka too much. I think it bothered him a little too spicy for him, that Italian cooking, but it was a great time getting to know those guys and all the coaches. I really had a great time going out there visiting the school. They have a lot of history, and it's no wonder guys from Ohio, New Jersey, Pennsylvania go there, because the wrestling's so great, as well as the tradition. If you're a great wrestler and you love the sport, man, you're going to love Oklahoma State whether you go there or not. And I'm still a big fan of a lot of their guys, and especially their coaches. John Smith's one of my favorite guys to type into YouTube or Flow Wrestling and watch wrestle, watch teach.
Voinovich has the single leg here. Can he get the trip? Fongaro trying to fight him off, and he does just that for now.
A great little defensive series there for Fongaro, fighting off the shot, defending his leg, breaking the lock, then almost getting to one of his own. That wears on a guy when someone's so deep on your legs, and then you're able to fight him off like that. It gets to them a little bit, not just physically but mentally. Like, can I finish this shot next time I shoot it? That was tough. That took a lot of energy. It took a lot of time up.
So 2-1 Voinovich got the early takedown. Fongaro with the escape. Riding time minimal to Voinovich. And a lot of this happening in neutral, and talked about the defense there before, Anthony. Certainly seeing a lot of that from both of these guys. Seem fairly evenly matched in a lot of capacities.
Yeah, Voinovich, second in the scuffle, ranked 19th in the country. Fongaro just hasn't had that big win to put him in that ranking spot yet. But I could imagine he's right on the borderline of those guys doing the rankings, right on the 30 to 35 cusp.
Well, the first time these guys have ever met certainly makes sense, being as Voinovich's first year in the lineup. And Voinovich quickly gets that escape. Cat-like reflexes, 3-1.
You got to love the fan yelling, stalling from top immediately when the whistle blows.
Yeah, I think they missed the mark a little bit there. So now Fongaro down 2, and he's going to try to find an opening. Yet to figure that out yet. But Matt Casimir's pin at 41 had the Lions fans roaring, and now the 9-3 lead for Columbia.
And again, with momentum, just like that 125 match, it just allows your teammates to wrestle a little harder and a little more free, a little more excited, because you're in this team match versus a very good, very talented, and ranked opponent in Oklahoma State, coming in at 13th or 12th in the country.
Yeah, kind of in the teens area, upper teens, which is low for that program. So their expectations much, much higher than that when you've won the amount that the Cowboys have, but they have a lot of talent, and John Smith is credited the way these guys have competed.
Yeah.
He said that some of these losses have not come from a lack of effort or energy. It's just been execution in different areas that they've tried to correct. But he credits these guys and loves the fact that a lot of these guys are younger, like a Voinovich, only a redshirt freshman, but
Voinovich having a tough time on Fongaro's leg, living on his leg, able to transition a 2 to a double and get that takedown.
had to work very hard for that, though.
Yeah, he needs to look to get to 2 legs every time he's on an attack here on Fongaro, because Fongaro's able to defend on 1 and able to match his strength, it looks like. But right when he switched off to 2, it became an easier takedown.
Last bout before the second media stoppage, and right now it's Voinovich in the driver's seat with the second about to come to a close. He's picked up over 30 seconds of riding time, as you can see on the clock in the upper right before, and this second has come to an end. 40 seconds of riding time, and now Columbia will take down, and Fongaro's got to work his way up for an escape point. He's got 1 escape so far, and Voinovich will have to maintain this momentum into the third because Fongaro not going down easily.
See a caution on top there. Heavy start. Caution just pretty much in translation meaning full start. Starting before the whistle. You get 2 free ones, and then that third caution would be a point for the other guy. Big escape in 6 seconds from Fongaro, keeping the riding time under a minute.
So Fongaro able to get up and limit that riding time, but now he's got to get to work on this end with time ticking.
Yep, Coach Tonelli letting him know you're going to need 2 takedowns and a ride out, kind of just giving him that cue, like you got to get going right now. You got a lot of work to do still. You know, as an athlete, sometimes you hear those things, and sometimes they just kind of go in one ear and out the other, never even in the air.
And Voinovich, somebody that's excelled in these low-scoring bouts. 2 majors this year out of his 8 wins, so telling you that he's in a lot of tight ones, and he's been able to come out on top more often than not, and right now that's what he's looking to do. Fongaro trying to lock in with the final 60 seconds approaching. Voinovich fights him off here. Now he's the aggressor.
Looking for some counter offense here. Some short offense from the front headlock position. Gets to an attack of his own. And we've seen him on the legs this whole match. Looking at the danger rule here. Fongaro in danger on his back. Takedown awarded.
Yes, now it's 7-2 and lets Fongaro up because he's trying to push this to a major. He's going to need to get moving quickly, Will Voinovich.
Yeah, and Fongaro's got to keep battling here. Voinovich is going to need a takedown with at least 2 takedowns. He's going to need 2 takedowns and that riding time point.
So just holding this to a decision for Fongaro would do a great deal for his team. That would make it 9-6 Columbia heading into the second media break. And these guys get right back to the center of the mat, making one last push.
Good match by Voinovich. Dominated on his legs the whole match. Able to convert.
7-3 win. Riding time now enough to push it to 8-3. And we go to 57 right after this on ESPN+.